Hey guys, and welcome to Farming Simulator 2017 on Oakfield. So, it is the 8th today. What does that mean? Giants are back in the office for the guys who test all of the mods. So, in theory, we may see a mod dump today of some stuff that's already been tested or was partially done before they went away in 2017. But for Oakfield, that means Oxygen David is actually uploading the map today. Will we see it this week? Probably not. Giants are going to have a crap ton of mods to test, I'm sure. So be prepared in the next upcoming weeks, all things being equal. This map will be on your guys' computers and consoles because he is uploading both versions today. So with that said, let's get the ball rolling. So the plan today is we've actually got quite a busy day on the farm. We need to fill this back up with seed as we are planting millet. That is part of the multi-fruit in the map. Now, some of you have probably got a lot of questions because this is the first video I've actually done with the multi-fruit. So, days gone by or years gone by in Farming Simulator, you needed a secondary mod to run all of that stuff. Not anymore. That is all integrated into maps. So now Auction David's put that in. We have multi-fruit. When we are filling this up, I'll go over what different types of fruit we have. I believe it's 4 or 5 different kinds, plus lime and compost, which we spread compost on this on one of the live streams that I'm slowly rolling out the archives for. So be patient on that one. What else? We are going to be selling our straw pellets. We made... I stacked them up on the trailer yesterday. We'll probably stack a couple more. I believe we have 3 more that we should be able to shimmy up on there. I will sell them off, get some money off of that. Also, I want to start the sugar beet harvest today in this episode. So, as soon as we've got this back up in the field, set on its course, we'll sell off the pellets and we will probably start the sugar beet harvest. Now I plan on using the Homer harvester and the Terra variant to bring the sugar beets down to the yard and actually put them on the sugar beet pad but behind us over there. Now we'll say this, and I'm kind of in hopes that Oxygen's watching. Something that I've noticed in the last couple of days, I'm presuming it's down to the mods that I've got on here. That being said, nothing's changed. I am noticing drops in the yard now. Now again, I haven't up until this point. I'm pretty sure it's just due to the amount of vehicles I have here. You look at the map, it's just a cluster of yellow down here. Everywhere else is 60. But I always say sort of what the deal is with stuff like that. So we're filling the seeder up, like I say, with millet, as that's filling actually. The new crop, oats, rye, millet, and spelt. From what I understand from the guys on the live streams, spelt is a very early variant of wheat. Correct me if I'm wrong. Millet, I have no idea. Everyone knows rye and everyone knows oats. Pretty much it's those two for sure are common in the UK. And of course we've got lime and compost up at the garden centre, which you can purchase. You can fill up the individual spreaders or the solid fertilizer spreader, so basically the spreaders, or you can use a bucket and load up a trailer to bring it back to the yard for storage in that respect. I haven't tried yet using a conveyor belt. It's something that I am... Get off the side. Something I'm going to definitely look into, but not anytime soon. I do want to have a storage of that somewhere in one of the placeable yards, which I could put a shed down and that can be my pile where I bulk buy it. But nothing insane. Yeah, I know you can get the placeables and stuff like that. I don't want to do that. I kind of like the aspect of transporting it. I think that's kind of neat. So we'll crawl up the hill. Also, I want to say, any of you guys that are using the more realistic mod from the Mod Hub, or the later versions of it from the Rouse Google Drive, on the more realistic repository for mods and stuff like that, there is quite a few stuff that some of you may find of interest in. For one, for me, was a John Deere 9R. The person who converted that to MR for me, Serious Gamer, or Serious Gamer, I believe his name is. He did a fantastic job. I'm running the new one to see what it's like, see if it's any better. His one, he had issues with the front track, would always look like it was spinning a lot faster than the rears. So, I think it's an issue maybe with the mod, to be quite honest. I am noticing it in it. And oh boy, it's crawling up here slow. Bought the Challenger out to seed because it's been such a long time since I've used it. I'm trying to go through the tractors that I really don't need. And unfortunately, I'm looking at the John Deere RX more and more, and that's honestly one of my favourites. It's one of my favourites just because it is an absolute animal. But a crawler tractor like this I think is more worthwhile on a map because of the titanium radius. So I'm thinking the RX is probably going to be going sooner than later. I have got another tractor in. I wanted to see what it was like. We're only gonna have around for a little bit, like the International. I've got rid of the International. I had to get rid of it. I was falling in love with it more and more, so got rid of it. Cut it from the fleet. I may have the tractor that I've now got as one of the tractors where if something takes my fancy and I want to use it for a while, we'll just bring it into the series and get rid of it at some point. Nearest waypoint. Back up and drive. I don't feel the seed or the fertilizer as I don't feel the need to. So that is seeding. Let's move on. Well, there's the 9R to our other task, which is actually over here. There goes John Deere. You can see them all stacked. Yes, I did actually stack them with this. I'm hoping to go grab the other 3 that's in here. I hate the mesh on the side. If there was an MR version of this without the mesh, I would be so damn happy. Oh, we've got 4, okay. So I'll be able to take probably 3 of them. No, I'm not going to tempt fate and try and lift them both up. Also, something that I'm hearing, and I've got no real proof per se, a channel on YouTube called Alice Info. Most of you have probably heard of it. That is a channel that doesn't post a lot during the year, but when there's a new farming game coming out, aka Farming Simulator, they usually drag up the information. Where they found this information, I don't know. But Focus Interactive, the publishers of Farming Simulator, put out a press thing for a French company or magazine or gaming thing. Unfortunately, it's all in French, the information on the video I'm speaking of, but there's stuff starting to get put out about FS19, which I think a lot of you will be interested in. Really, any key points from it, me and Dave, so credit to Dave for translating some of it. From what he was gathering, predominantly it's some key information. They're listening to the community, and one of the things the community has been asking for a long time, they say, has now been implemented. They don't say what it is. They also say the game engine and everything is heavily updated sort of graphically to photorealistic. Again, you've got to take this with a pinch of salt. It could be translation issues there. So there's some interesting information coming about. So what does that mean? Bottom line for you guys is we're going to start seeing some, more than likely, some information coming out in the upcoming months of FS19, which we anticipated. Let's face it, it's coming out in October this year, 2018, so we should have expected that to happen. And now the MT is slipping. Why is it slipping? Oh, it's still moving. Oh, it has some courseplay. That doesn't save it, I guess. Interesting. What one is it? Drive control 7 is automatic. Boom. The crawler tractors always work better with all the diffs on and everything, I find. Alright, let's get this one back out. So I'm not sure how much these pellets sell for. It's going to be pretty expensive, I think. But we're going to make quite a bit of money. So yeah, back on the FS19. Look forward to that. Look forward to some more info coming out. Again, it was in French, so no clear-cut answers there. I don't know any more information than you guys do. So, we'll find out. We will find out in the upcoming months of what's all going on, I guess. Now, unfortunately, we're going to have one lonely pallet. Could probably figure a way of stacking it, but I'm not going to. Another thing I found is these pallets. I wanted to use the wheeled skid steer, but the wheeled skid steer doesn't like the pallets. It was tipping over. So I don't know. I'm guessing the tracked version's heavier in MR, more than likely because of all the mesh on it. Or it's just more of a stable platform to begin with, which I could understand, to be quite honest. Probably got to be doing something fairly stupid like that to lose the... Well, tip it over, should I say, not lose. Poor choice of words there. I'll jump back into it. Now this tractor, it's going to be interesting how it's going to cope going up the hill. No, thank you. You guys can see it's very, very tippy. I don't know how much these the pallets weigh, but they must weigh quite a bit. Now, this one's going to be interesting. You may be wondering, why didn't you just use the semi-truck? Well, I didn't use the truck trailer back there for maneuverability getting into the yard and the sell point. And unfortunately, we may have to actually bring this thing up there. Alright, we can tuck this back in the store. I'm quite happy with them, actually, the way they stacked. Now that can get spun around in here. Yeah, this whole building, it needed some sort of forklift in here. I looked at the Clark actually didn't like those pallets at all for lifting them. I looked at that of a Lindor or something like that it's called. Forklift, I just don't like it. Personal preference. I just really can't stand it. So, ended up going with that one. Yeah, they're kind of all strapped. They look a little funky, but it'll do. It'll do. Alright, here's bad boy fired up. So this is the latest version of this John Deere from Aga. And I can already tell it's going to be a rough one. Oh, well, I should just go this way because it'll put us straight onto the road. Screw it. It is going to be... What? I don't get this trailer. This trailer isn't MR. And it makes the tractors go very weird. Like you see there, it's wanting to kick it off either side. Almost like it's front, the light on the front, which it could very well be, actually. Oego did release, I believe, the front weight for the John Deere, so I may end up picking that up at some point. Or just use one that we've got in game. More than likely just use one we've got in game. The MT700 is finished. Sweet. And yeah, it feels like it's light on the front. Like I'm just trying to stay in a straight line here. It's actually really, really weird. What I may do is grab one of the front weights from up the yard, use a different tractor to quickly run it down. If I've got one up there, I think I'll just go here. I believe the T6 has one on it. Whether it'll be enough for it, I don't know. Blip that up. No, it's that one, isn't it, for that? Alrighty, T6. You could put 30,000 kg weight on it. That will stop it bucking up like that. Yeah, it does. We use this to quickly deliver it, and we should be right back. Alright, let's give that a go. Now, I was doing a quick test then too. So, I've got the TARDIS teleport on the map. It's no big secret. My button to resume recording is F11. F11 is also the key for... It's still doing it. It's also the key for TARDIS. Wow. It's going to be an interesting ride. So now it's got a 1.5 ton weight on the front, which should be more than enough. I wonder if this trailer is still MR for whatever reason. I'll have to make sure I did take it out from being MR. Because being MR was doing this, so I've got a feeling I may have accidentally lifted it in, unfortunately. Alright, now the climb up to the top of this hill is going to be brutal. Now, because it's going to slow speed, it should be okay. Maybe not. Yeah, if you guys have got any ideas what's causing that, let me know. Because I'm really not too sure. Already, I'm back. I had to quickly pause. So yeah, I really don't know why this is skating up the hill like this. Not sure whatsoever. But I'll make do. I'll check out the X miles after and see if it does have MR in it. I probably could check about doing this actually. So the warning there is this tractor has, as you guys can see, the gearbox mod in it, a form of it. Wrong one. Crap. Yeah, it is MR. That's the cause of them. Yep, easy fix. Probably made it way too heavy, I bet. So ideally, like I was saying at the beginning, I would love to get the sugar beet started. I don't know if we're going to be able to. We should be able to. Because here is our bit here. Now just in here we should have the saddle points. Memory said, I didn't copy across. So the saddle point we need to put down. So placeable area has been, well, placeable area. The saddle point has been put down. So if you guys want to check out what the saddle point looks like, here it is. Pretty simple, to be quite honest. See the pallets. People can come, buy them. Foreign language, unfortunately. 20 kilo bags. Hay, straw. Oh, can we do hay? Interesting. Huh. I wonder if we can. I didn't know we could do hay once. Oh, that's really cool. Well, I guess we'll be doing some hay at some point. Oh, wow. They're worth quite a bit of money. Now, can I manipulate it to get down here? Now this I'm going to just leave up at this yard. I'm going to bring it down at a later date. Preferably without MR. Alright, one left on there. Magic. Hopefully it went and didn't fly off somewhere. I think it did. By the looks of it. Is it actually stuck? Wow. Now the garden centre seems the best place to put this, to be honest. I wish there was an extra bit of area where we could keep it. Alright, we'll shut this down, and what we will be doing now is sugar beet stuff. Over here. Now, at least this is going to be expensive, and the other machine that I want, hopefully it's enabled. I'll be kicking myself if it's not. And apparently, oh, there it is. Terra variant. I want to use that. I've not used that for a very long time. So at least that. Like I say, this is going to be expensive just for the pig feed. Sucks, but hey. And that's that. So we'll get it at least harvest. Actually, let's clear that up so we got that off the screen. Stop drawer, yes. There we go, that's uploaded. Hopefully, all the frame drops in the world. And get this connected. Let's go into crab steer. Well, not crab steer, even articulated. Make our way to the field. Going to be a slow process, but hey ho. It's not too far actually we need to go, because the field that we're going to is, I'll just pull it up here, field 9, which we can actually get to by going through the main yard now. I think a few of the testers, along with myself, said to Oxygen about possibly taking out a little bit of the hedgerow, which would make sense. And I highly doubt you'd have to go all the way around to get to that field. You may have to, you never know. But I think over the years the farmers would want to try and cut costs down where possible and just nip a bit of the hedgerow out to get vehicles through. Even if it means cutting through another field. So we'll start the long old 25-mile-an-hour drive down. I'm surprised it doesn't have a sticker on the back saying how fast it can go. Now I could put the header on a trailer. No, it's not that much wider. You might as well just take it as it is. Now I kind of regret not putting in the smaller sugar beet harvester. But this is stock. We know it's going to work. We know it's fine. So even if we get a little bit through, should be fine. Now, half of this I probably will end up selling, and then the rest we'll keep for pig feed. If I ever need to do sugar beets again, we'll do it. I got my doubts if we will, and I'm actually thinking that this is our road. We may have issues actually getting the harvester up through there, but we'll give it a go. New HGVs. Well, I'm pretty sure this would be technically... It's not a goods vehicle, so I think we'll be okay. But the thing's probably heavy. Feels like you're going so fast down these roads too. Oh yeah, we should have gone the other way. I love this route, with the way the trees overhang the road and all that. It looks awesome. Now the issue is going to be doing pretty much 90-degree turn. Guess that tree has collisions there. Holy cow. Stopped us dead. I doubt this time of year you'd actually... Well, not this time of year, but around here, whether they do sugar beet. I've never personally seen sugar beets in my area. I don't think those had collisions. Huh. Oh, well, there's plenty of room. Goes from single track to double. This is going to be interesting. That's going to be the thumbnail as we fall way down. That is absolutely beautiful. So we'll quickly grab that. Like so. And we are away. This is going to be the interesting part, whether it'll actually fit through here. We may have to do some trickery. Whether it'll even fit through the gateway, actually. As it may not. So we'll give it a good old go. I honestly don't think we're going to be able to. Nope. Alrighty, we'll do our trickery. Trickery done. TARDIS teleport for the win. I just wanted to get some of this done today. So we'll fire up the harvester, unfold it. Now, even though it's destroyed some of the crop, it hasn't. It just takes off the top leaves. So really, you could drive all over this and it won't matter. Benefits of it being a root crop, I guess. Oh geez, it's still hot. Opening. Now we'll put the diff locks and all that stuff on. Actually, no, you can't on this. Huh. I thought you could. And we're good to go. So I'm going to try and, well, do the headlands first, obviously. It's going to be a slow process. A lot of this will probably get done on stream. More than likely. Hopefully we won't have to go through a day of renting it out again. We will, more than likely. And a brief pause again. Oxygen David messaged me. I do like this field, the way it shows everything, like the landscape and all that stuff. It's awesome. It's a shame it's true. This stuff is slow going, which is another reason why it's probably going to be on streams. That being said, it's not going to be solely me doing this. I'm probably going to set it up on a course play at some point. How it would do with the course plays, I don't know. Probably have to do quite a few headlands. Probably like 6 headlands in it. Even if it is just such a small field. And we should see very shortly the gap in the... There it is, they're actually in front of us, I think. The gap in the hedge to get through to the field. So with the Terra variant, it's going to be perfect. Just a straight shot. Won't bother worrying about that until the hopper's full. We'll probably do that next episode, which I'm going to not do this too many episodes this week. I'm trying something different as far as the content. We're going to be still doing this and West Coast, but I'm going to try and put a bit more West Coast. Also, for those of you that have made it this far in the video, awesome. As predicted, I think I've touched on this subject during my live stream and saying this month is brutal for YouTubers, as ad rev is pretty much pulled. It seems, well, not ad rev, but advertisers pull out of YouTube, or not necessarily pull out, but don't put as much money into it. 100%. I have never seen it this bad. My whole 11 years I've been on YouTube now. Never seen it this bad. Beginning of the year. And unfortunately, usually the way YouTube has been, how the beginning of the year is how it is going to be going forward. I hope that's not the case. We will have to wait and see. All I say is watch this space, because it's looking very bleak right now. Hopefully it will pick up, but I've said that multiple times with YouTube in 2017. Hopefully it will pick up, hopefully it will pick up. It never did. So we'll have to wait and see. But this month, going into February, March, I'm not going to be going anywhere, but especially when I get back to the UK, I'm going to have to make some very crucial decisions. Very, very crucial decisions, which will affect the channel, possibly. So, most of you could put that, turn it together. This is why I have Patreon and PayPal and all that good stuff set up. The few people that are on Patreon, huge thank you. Support there, I think, is going to be definitely needed sooner than later, it seems. Which I know not everyone can do, and I'm fine. Yeah, that doesn't bother me. But I like to keep you guys in the loop, and I'll put it at the end because I know it's only the true people the true subscribers that follow the map. Well, not necessarily follow the map, but follow myself more than anything. Watch to the end. So yeah, I'm gonna put this on course play, I think. Probably after this headland, because this is brutal. And once we go to the top, I'll bid you guys farewell. But that screenshot we got, that was beautiful. That was absolutely amazing. The interior of the homes are really nice, I do like them. Of course, these were done at a very good standard. Probably predominantly due to the fact that they were a DLC and Homer were using them as a simulator, these vehicles. Pretty nice. So that is that. I hope you guys have enjoyed. We will be back tomorrow on West Coast for sure. We possibly will be, well, actually, I can probably say we are going to be streaming tonight. I'm going to start having to do it for sure, Monday to Friday, for the foreseeable future. I may have to try and squeeze in weekend streams. I don't know. So until next time, guys, hope you have enjoyed, and we'll see you on the flip side. Later.